What's up, good people? Welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a blessed day. Hey, for those of you that's new to the page, go ahead, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Also, too, there's two links below. One is for the Webull app. Download the app, deposit $100, get 2 free stock worth up to $1,850. I love the app. You could trade 3.5 hours before the market opens, or during the market, and 4 hours after it closes. It's my #1 choice of brokerage firms. And there's another link for the Coinbase app for those of you that want to get into crypto. But if you're looking for DogeCoin, that is in the Webull app. Webull also allows you to do crypto in it also, but it just don't have the Doge in there. Okay, to be clear. All right, let's go over what's happening. I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to talk about the whole DogeCoin weekend, Elon Musk Saturday Night Live run up. I'm going to reiterate how I'm playing this, and I'm going to make a move tonight. And also, too, I want to talk about the market and what's happening with the market. Today, we had a decent day, so I'm going to start with the market, and then I'm going to move to crypto. So I'll timestamp it beneath if you just want to just go to the crypto or the stock market. So I'm going to start off with the stock market and talk about rotation. So the stock market itself, there's rotation going on within the stock market, right? That just generally means that people are moving from one stock to another. They're actually moving from one segment to another. And it's called rotation, and we do it every year. Actually, we kind of do it a couple of times a year, really. But it's especially done when when a bull market turns into a bear market, and a bear market turns into a bull market. So we had a bull market 2020, outstanding, made a ton of money, crazy, crazy, crazy. Then we had a correction, and now we're in a bear market, right? So it's a bear market, so we're not holding, a lot of people are not holding the high growth stock, right? And so there's a lot of money being turned, right? So people are leaving traditional stock and they're going to specific places. They're moving their money, especially 30 to 40, actually Gen X's and Gen X, Gen Z, somebody correct me in the Gen X and Gen Z's. But, you know, the younger people, like teenagers, they're moving their money into crypto. Millennials are also moving their money into crypto. And those of us that's at the top end of millennials, we're moving our money into crypto also. But if you're not into crypto, people are moving their money over into banks. And I know people go, oh, why you keep bringing up banks? Because I'm telling you about a safe place to put your money during a bear market. I want to tell you guys something. There is a ton of money to be made in a bear market, but it's not the sexy stock that you're used to. It's not the EVs and the SPACs and all of the cool sounding stock. It's the boring stock, but you can make good money, right? So they're moving money over into banks. Energy, meaning oil, gas, those type of things. And those are like, right, I never thought I'd be buying oil and gas again because of EVs, but you have to move when it's time to move, right? Then you got to look at, you know, I call the wall stores, the Walmarts and the Walgreens, all right? Consumer goods, Home Depots, etc. Look at those companies. If you're tired of looking at all of the red days consecutively, start to move your money into those things. Now, I'm going to say a few things as pertaining to the stock market as a whole. Those of you, I notice when I do a video and I upload it and I talk about profit taking, I get low views. I talk about profit taking. Though there's a lot of you that got caught because you never did any profit taking. And, you know, bulls make money, bears make money, hogs get slaughtered. Remember that if you're new. And so, I always talk about profit taking. I talked about profit taking just before this hit, and it got low viewership. And then the same person, you know, and just not me, but other YouTubers, they'll go, "Whoa, didn't you guys see this coming?" Nobody can predict it. It's called the stock market. It's not predictable, okay? But I want to help you guys through these hard times and hit you with some boring truths, like, you know, banks and consumer goods. But who cares how you make your money? Who cares if it's the cool stock order? I don't care, as long as it makes me money, right? And so that's what I want to hit you guys with, the truth. This is what's going on. You want to look in those sectors. Also, too, when we talk about stop losses, I've talked about stop losses at least 5 times quarterly. I talk about stop losses, and those, quite honestly, they don't get a lot of views, and until it's time. But smart investors, you learn these things now. Like, you should be putting stop losses on everything that you buy now. And right now, a lot of you guys got caught. There's some stock that I got caught on that I was going to pop. Now they've become long term because I'm waiting for them to come back. I know they're going to come back. They're good stock. You know what other, you know, people call them high conviction stocks. So you know it's a solid company. It's going to make money. Then, you know, those are the ones that I'm holding on. All right. So that's what's happening. The threat, I'm going to say this, the threat of higher interest rates, inflation, all of that. The companies that have the insane PEs ratios, those are the ones that are going to get hit the hardest. And that's generally tech, it's EVs, it's SPACs. And so they might take a spanking worse down the road than they are now. But I have some long-term stock that I'm just not looking at. They're doing the dips right now. They're tanking and coming back and tanking and coming back. I'm not worried about those because this period will be over and I'll be making money again. So that's why I suggest not getting anything on margins right now, because the market is so volatile. So don't use margins and have a margin call. All right. So that's what I want to say about the overall market. Be smart with your money. Look into these, look into the banks, look into the consumer goods, look into energy, oil, gas. Look into that because there's people making a ton of money on it, right? For those of you that's new, I've been through this rotation. I used to own a ton of oil, a ton of banks. I had local banks. I had Canadian banks back in 2008. I had a ton of that because that's where the money was. And so here we are again. That's why they call it rotation. You rotate out of one stock into the other based on where you are in the market. Is it a bear market? Is it a bull market? You know, is it flat or is it going up? And so that's what you have to know if you're new to this game. Now, I'm going to tell you, look you in the camera and tell you something I did. For those of you that's been following me, I sold all of my Bitcoin mining companies, Mara, Riot, Hive, all of these other ones. I sold them all, and I told you guys on the other video. But today I made a bold move, and I sold my SOS, and I sold it all. And so I'm not telling you to sell your SOS, and here's why I sold it. I'm on a different journey with this. Remember, for those of you that's new to the page, I took $2,400 last year's stimulus check, and I ramped it up all the way to $43,000. When we had the pullback, especially after Coinbase came public, when they did their direct offering, all of the Bitcoin mining companies, as you know, kind of tanked, right? And so I was profitable on all of them, and I was up really good on all of them except SOS. So now I'm looking at the rate of return. I'm managing my risk. And I know some of you guys are going to go, oh, don't get upset if I sell my SOS. You can do what you want to do with your SOS. And I'm not telling everybody to go run and sell your SOS. I'm just saying that I see a better opportunity for the remainder. And I will tell you guys that I was down actually 38% when I sold it. So ouch. But my cryptocurrency is killing it right now. It is on fire. And so what I've been doing is I've sold it and I moved it all over to Cardano in the Coinbase app, link below. And the ticker symbol is ADA. So having said that, let's go into the DogeCoin. DogeCoin this weekend, it's Friday as you're watching this video. DogeCoin has run up this week. It was already running up. It was doing well. And then Elon Musk, has the Saturday Night Live gig tomorrow, Saturday evening. And I'm telling you guys that I have a long position in Doge and a short position in Doge. My short position in Doge, it's Friday now. I will probably sell late tonight or early tomorrow morning because, like I forestated, if the concert is going and there's 1,000 cars in the parking lot, do you wait until the last song is over, especially if it's not your favorite song? No, you start making your way to the door. So that's what I'm doing by selling tonight. If it gets to 75 cents, I'm selling it. I'm good with it. And I'll wait for then I'm not caught in the rush of everybody else trying to do profit taking. All right. That's what I think. That's what I'm doing. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. You must do your own research and consult with your financial advisor, to which I am not. But what I'm telling you that I am doing is I'm taking those profits and I'm running with it. Remember, I have a short-term position and a long-term position. Now, my long-term position, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to wait until the sell-off. And then I'm going to buy back into Doge with my Doge money. So it'll probably be Sunday. I'm going to monitor it. If there's a sell-off, I'm going to put my Doge back in and try to ride it back up, right? That's what I'm doing, okay? But here's what I think is going to happen. I think that it's going to be some profit taken in Doge, but I think it's going to be rotation. And I think that rotation is going to go to Cardano. I think Cardano has a chance to go up. I think people will be buying Ethereum. I think people will be buying Ethereum Classic. I will be careful on Ethereum Classic. It has ran like a stallion, like a racehorse. So I would be mindful of buying Ethereum Classic right now. I have some, but I would wait for it to dip back down. I would wait for Ethereum to come back to me. Classic. I have Ethereum, but I think it's going to Cardano. I think it's going to Tezos, right? Ticker symbol XTZ and Cardano ADA. So those three, I think the Doge profits will go to Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Tezos, and Cardano, I think is where you're going to see a bump. And there's going to be other altcoins that they're going to go to, and you'll see that rotation. So there's rotation from the stock market to crypto. And then I believe after Saturday, there's going to be some profit taking and further rotation. All right. So I just want to be informative. Rewind this if you're into the stock market and listen to what I'm suggesting and just give it some thought about the stock market. I pulled the Band-Aid off on that SOS. It hurt. I don't like leaving that kind of money on the table, but I had to do it because my crypto portfolio is taking off. It's on fire right now. I mean, I'm killing it. I'm making up for my losses in the stock market. But where I am in the stock market, I'm good with. I have all of my high conviction companies. I have my long term. And that's why I suggest you guys that only have one brokerage to get two. It's a mindset. The whole DogeCoin move that I make is a mindset. This is nothing with a chart or anything like that. It's the psychology of the market. it's actually a game of chess. I'm seeing what the mass is going to do, and I'm going to make money off of what I think the masses is going to do. And I make just as money doing that as I do by charting. And so I will tell you that if you want to, in the stock market, make it safer, then you need to do some rotation. It's going to hurt. And I'm not telling you sell stuff at a loss. I'm telling you, take profit where you have room to take profit. Set stop losses. And you should think about doing that from here on out. I want to be informative and not just tell you buy, 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 buy. You know, I always say buy, 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 whatever the name of that group is. And I'm not one of those guys. I suggest when you guys should sell. And every time I say profit taking, people start moaning. But I have to give you guys the truth because I want you to make money. All right. I love you guys. I want you to make money. So let's be wiser investors. Today we were up a little bit in the market. It was cool. We need about 20 more days like today. We'll be good then, right? But I just want to tell you that I'm going to try to shoot a Mother's Day special after this. I have my nephew coming. He's about to go on tour with Jennifer Hudson. And we have the same name, and I'm going to try to shoot a Mother's Day special. Let's not forget to celebrate our mothers. Okay, good people. Hopefully something in this video has helped you. If you've been a fan of the page or part of the family, please hit the like button. It helps me to stay alive. Again, if you see any correspondent below that talks about a WhatsApp, phone number, or talk to my broker, it's not me, it's spam. All right, good people, we love you. Live, love, laugh, and learn.